Hello, everybody. This is John Paval with Access Arts Live, bringing you the weekly roundup of big stage live streams. This is a great week for lovers of opera in particular. We have 3 different operas going up this week, all from top opera companies, from La Scala in Milan, from the New York Met, and from the Vienna State Opera this weekend. Wow. And we also have lyric baritone Roderick Williams singing today, April 29th, with the Bournemouth Symphony. And then for orchestras, Helsinki, Detroit, and Scottsdale all weigh in. I can't wait to tell you about all of this. Before I go any further, let me remind you, if you love this kind of music as much as we do yourself a favor. Follow Access Arts Live on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram in particular, and invite your friends who love the performing arts to do so. It's absolutely free of charge. And 90% of the live streams that we tell you about are also free of charge. Some of them do charge something, but a lot less than you'd pay to walk in the door of most concert halls. So let's get started right away with this evening's live stream by the Bournemouth Symphony, which will not have the Bournemouth Symphony there at all. If you're watching on TikTok, you don't get any of the photos that I'm putting up, and you don't automatically get the live links that are in the comment section for people on our other 5 live streaming platforms, but we'll upload that for you later. Anyway, the Bournemouth Symphony live streams a Roderick Williams recital Wednesday, today, April 29th at 8:30 in the evening European time, 2:30 in the afternoon in New York, and 11:30 in the morning on the West Coast in Los Angeles. And wouldn't you know, I forgot to click go live on TikTok, so you're joining us a little late. The Bournemouth Symphony will not be participating in this live stream. It's a Roderick Williams, a baritone, noted baritone. He has handpicked English songs that correspond to the songs in Schubert's Winterreise. And instead of singing Schubert's Winterreise, it's an English song, Winterreise. We put out a separate clip about that earlier today to drum up more people to watch it. It will cost you 11 UK pounds to watch. They don't give it away for free at Bournemouth. But this will be songs by traditional composers like Vaughan Williams, Benjamin Britten, Perry, Gurney, Ina Boyle, but also some of the more contemporary composers, Judith Weir, Elizabeth McConchie, and Erilyn Wallen. Songs inspired by the poetry of Shakespeare, Thomas Hardy, William Butler Yeats, etc. If you love English song, this is for you. If you're upset as a Schubert lover that anybody would do this, well, what can I say? And also accompanying him is Christopher Glynn, who I do not want to forget. They have performed together before, so these are two musicians who know each other and can work hand in glove on something like this, and that's very important on something like this. Let me tell you. I mean, I've done recital as a lyric tenor, and accompanist can make you or break you. They're really good ones. Here's what they do. If you know what you're doing, they follow you and amplify it. And if you don't know what you're doing, they give you a lead that helps you out. And in many recitals, both of these things occur in the same recital. But let's move on anyway to Friday. Friday, May 1st, the Helsinki Philharmonic celebrates the 1st of May, as it usually does, with a matinee performance that starts with a Wagner overture and ends with Mariano Moraes tango, as they always do, with a lot more music for trumpet, trombone, and orchestra in between. That's at 1 o'clock in the afternoon in Europe, 8 o'clock in the morning in New York City. Forget about it in LA. And 10 o'clock in the evening down under in Australia, which is now on standard time. What can I tell you? The vocalist is Maria Ylipää, who's a very well-known top singer in Helsinki. On the trumpet is Thomas Boudneau, and on the trombone is Victor Alvarez Alegria. This is a popular program. Every year, May Day, this is what people in Finland do. And the Helsinki Phil is a great orchestra, and it's the live stream you tune into will actually be a broadcast by Finnish national television. So other pieces they'll be playing, do Mackie Messer from Kurt Weill's Die Drei Groschen Oper, und der Weitzer hat es, etc. I forget the words. They'll do Jacques Brel's Ne me quitte pas. They'll do Norbert Glansberg's Padam, 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 etc., etc., etc. It'll be a good time. They break out the balloons, as you can see, and they have a beautiful singer. So what's not to like for your May Day celebration? And we move on to what's next, which I think we're already moved on to Saturday. We only have 3 orchestral live streams that we know of so far. There may be more. OSESP in Brazil might be live streaming. They don't tell us till the day before or the day of. Same thing is true with the Porto Alegre Orchestra in Brazil. The same thing is true with Teatro Real in Argentina, and it's also true with the Gulbenkian Orchestra in Portugal. So we just find out, and we'll let you know about those as we find out during the week. Now let me tell you about this. This is a great concert. It's about the New World, which includes both the United States and Mexico, you know. The ever-dynamic Yadar Bignamini leads the Detroit Symphony in Dvorak's New World Symphony on Saturday, May 2nd, along with top trumpeter Venezuelan Pacho Flores, playing the concerto that the top Mexican composer Arturo Marquez wrote for Pacho Flores to play, the Concierto de Otoño. This will be at 8 o'clock in the evening in Detroit. 2 o'clock. What is that? Yeah, that's 5 o'clock in the evening on the West Coast. 2 o'clock in the morning here in Europe, and I don't even know what time it will be down in Australia, but I think 11 o'clock. Yeah, 11 o'clock in the morning in Australia. Anyway, Yadar Bignamini always cooks when he's got a soloist, so I expect him to cook today, and that's very interesting for various reasons. I'll tell you why. They'll start out with Ginastera's Variaciones Concertantes, Opus 23, composed in 1953. Then they'll do this Concierto de Otoño, which was composed in 2018 for Pacho Flores to play. He played it, premiered it with the National Symphony of Mexico in that same year. He's also played it with Gustav Dudamel, with the LA Phil in 2023. He played it again with the Minnesota Orchestra in 2024. And that time he did it with Domingo Hindoyan, the conductor from the Royal Liverpool Phil, because he had done a 1 year's residency with that orchestra. So now we're going to see how's it going to crack up when he does it with Bignamini, and I think it'll be great because it's always fireworks. When I don't know what it is, but you give Yadar Bignamini a soloist together with an orchestra, and it flames. It's fireworks. And he also loves conducting opera, which I think is the same thing. You've got all these singers, and the more the merrier. Anyway, but I want to tell you what Marquez said about this piece and about the trumpet. The trumpet is the queen in the heart of Mexico. We find it in practically every form of popular music expression. It's the Mexican cry of joy and of sorrow. It is also foundational in Latin American concert music. And my Concierto de Otoño is a compilation of all those feelings, colors, and consolations. Wow. So you'll hear that by Pacho Flores, who's a multiple award-winning trumpeter. I don't need to tell you about that. I've told you enough for you to know this is an exciting concert. Check it out. Then we have one more orchestral concert to tell you about. Which is coming out of Scottsdale, where they just keep churning out 3 or 4 times per season. They do a live stream. God bless them. I can't always see people who are logged on to follow us, but sometimes I see them if they're on Instagram. And so I want to say hello to Yiro Zen Official, who has joined us on Instagram. We always love our Instagram viewers. If you're watching us on another platform and you want me to notice it, just send something in the chat, and Restream supposedly will show me whatever you post. Finally, Vanya Gyumar-Nikolovsky is back leading the Scottsdale Philharmonic in Arizona, Sunday, May 3rd. This time it's Beethoven's Fifth, along with works by Liszt, Ravel, and Weber, with pianist, the artist in residence, Svetlana Obregon-Sans, along for the ride. That'll be Liszt Piano Concerto No. 1, with Svetlana playing on that. Ravel's Daphne and Chloe, Suite No. 2, and they'll finish up with Weber's All I Ask of You, which I assume is Andrew Lloyd Webber's All I Ask of You from one of his musicals. Now I want to tell you about 3 exciting things, which I just want to tell you about briefly so you know they're coming. I will be doing a separate workup on each of them because each of them is an opera. And in order to take the time to tell you about the 4 main performers and the basic story of the opera and all that, I need 10 minutes in and of itself. So I cannot squeeze those into these compilations. But let's talk about the first of these, Pelléas et Mélisande. I'm very happy to see that that La Scala is back live streaming, because they hardly did any live streaming this year. I think they may have been experimenting with doing it other than on their own website. But Thursday, April 30th, La Scala Opera House is back live streaming. Hurrah! With Debussy's Pelléas and Mélisande, conducted by Maxime Pascal, staged by Romeo Castellucci, with Bernard Richter as Pelléas, Sarah Blanche as Mélisande, Simon Kendallside as Golo, and Marie-Nicole Lemieux as Geneviève. This is an opera in 5 acts, 12 scenes. The libretto is by Maurice Maeterlinck. It's a top opera by La Scala. I will tell you more in a subsequent live stream, which will come out at the latest tomorrow on Thursday during the daytime, so you have time to find out who's going to be in this. It is not free of charge. It will cost you €9.90 to view it in standard video. But that's not all. There are 2 more operas. The next one I'm really excited about, because it's the first time we're recommending it, because I finally got enough information to know that some of you will be able to watch this opera from your home, depending on where you live. So let's talk about this one. You can watch the New York Metropolitan Opera's production of Eugene Onegin live at home on Sunday, May 2nd, in more than 170 countries around the world. We give you the link to find out if yours is included. It includes places like Brazil and Pakistan, includes some big countries. This will be conducted by Timur Zangiev, with Asmik Grigorian returning to the Met as Tatiana, the baritone Yuri Samoilov as Onegin, Stanislas de Barberac as Lenski, who gets to sing that beautiful, one of my favorite arias of all time, Kuda, kuda, kuda viruda lilis. As they call it, Lenski's aria. And Maria Barakova as Olga, the object of that song. Anyway, this will be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Daylight Time in New York City. So it'll be 10 o'clock on the West Coast, 7 o'clock in the evening here in Europe, and there's a $20 charge for watching it. As I said, we will give you a link to find out if you live in one of the 170 countries which do not have the New York Met screening their operas in theaters. And if you're in one of the other countries, you still, if you're in the U.S. and Canada or one of these other countries, you still may be able to watch the New York Met live at home. You have to check and find out whether or not you live in an area which is too far from one of the cinemas where they show it, so that they'll let you watch it at home. We give you the links for that. So this will be great. And I will do, before Saturday comes, I will do a separate write-up on this. But we're very happy to know that we can now tell many of our followers, because some of you are in places like Pakistan and Morocco, huge numbers of followers in India, et cetera, et cetera. You're all over the world now. I know we have followers in Brazil, and you can watch the Met Opera now. So that's great, and I'm very happy about it. And thanks to the Met for providing me with the information needed so I could tell you about it. And then let me tell you about the last of this week's live streams that we know of so far, De Vliegende Hollander. Yeah. Sunday, May 3rd, the Vienna State Opera is back live streaming again, free of charge, with Wagner's The Flying Dutchman, Der Vliegende Hollander, conducted by Bertrand de Billy, staged by Christine Mielitz, with Andreas Schager, Tomasz Konieczny, Erika Elof, Stephanie Maitland, Franz Josef Selig, and Hiroshi Amako in the distribution. That'll be at 7 in the evening European time, 1 o'clock in the afternoon in New York City, and 10 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast in the U.S. I will put out a separate listing with details about the different performers in that, so you can follow up and know who you're enjoying when you enjoy it. And I want to say hello also to Marissa Bade, who's joined us on Instagram, and Mikika Benick, who's joined us on Instagram. Happy to see you here. Folks, that wraps up today's digest of this week's live stream action. I hope that one more summer, any of these live streams inspire you, uplift you, or just show you a heck of a good time. I think the Finnish May Day concert with the balloons and all will be a lot of fun. And one of these three operas has got to appeal to you if you're an opera lover, but they're all top of the line operas. And you can watch 3 operas this week, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, by the top opera companies in the world. I mean, how does it get better than that? So with that, I will sign off. And I may be back later in the week to talk about some contemporary live streaming going on. Vox Novus, the YouTube channel of Robert Voisi, is going to be live streaming an entire new music festival going on this weekend. So you might want to check that out as well. With that, I'll say ciao for now. Thanks so much, those of you who tuned in. And have a great week enjoying all of these things going on.